Hey, thanks for coming back to my channel, Navigating Betty. I am Betty, and yeah, I might lose my job. I don't know yet. Nothing's been finalized, but I wanted to make this channel. I wanted to make this video before I actually knew, you know, because for those of you who do not know, I started this channel back in October 2021 when my life was in shambles, and I told myself I was going to document my progress from here to there. And I have just gotten to right around here. I have I was in debt. Car was broken down. AC was broken down. I got had a didn't have a job. I had just gotten divorced, and then I sold my condo and I moved to Waco. Bought this house in the lot next door, and then I ran out of money, and it took about a year to find this job, but it was in the same retirement system of an old job where I had cashed out my retirement. So now it means that I can start paying back my retirement, and everything was going so well. Oh my God, going so well. I was so happy. I am so happy. I'm excited. No need to play the violins yet. I am really happy. I'm very content. I like my job. I really have grown to love my house, even though I've put like $50,000 into it, and there's still so much more to do. I was showering in a bucket for 2 years. Long story, but so yeah, now I may be faced with the decision to either stop working or go back to the office. The office is in Austin. I am in Waco, and that would be a heck of a commute. I would need new tires for sure. Um, so I don't know if that's doable. I genuinely don't think that would be doable. I might could do it for a month, but wow. So what I am doing right now is I'm trying to think of ways. What other lives are out there for me? Like, I'm sure that there's a lot of people who may be experiencing this, and I'll admit I'm in an oddly privileged position. Um, I don't have kids. I don't have a partner. I don't even have any friends really. I know people in Waco. I love my neighbors, most of them, and I like everybody I've met, but I don't have any. I don't have any friends. Like, I don't work with anybody. I work from home. So I am particularly privileged for this kind of situation because I could sell my home at a loss for sure, because nobody's going to pay me what I've already paid into it, at least not within, after 3 years. I've been here for 3 years. I If it was up to me, I would let go of my car, but I got this car because the car that I loved broke down, and I didn't have a job yet. I had just moved to Waco, and my car broke down going back and forth from Austin because I was renovating the house, and it just so I got the car, and my sister co-signed it because I didn't have a job yet, and bless her heart. I mean, I would be nowhere without my sister. So I can't let my car go. So what else could I do? Like, I was thinking I could sell paintings. I can paint. I don't, but I can paint. Like, I could paint, like throw myself into painting and go to craft shows. I could write. I can write. I have written. But my gosh, that takes a lot of time and effort and energy. That just like takes all day, every day. And then you need like a couple of days to recover. So it takes so much. But I can write. Um, I can donate plasma. That's about $400 a month, as long as I'm not anemic, which uh, I, I have learned that there are times when I am very low in iron and I can't donate. So I mean, it's also just a way to keep in touch with your health, at least know what's going on with your health. That and donating blood. They'll tell you if there's something wrong with you. They'll tell you if you donate blood. Just FYI. So I could try to teach. I have an English degree, though that just scares me to death. And who knows what's going on with the Department of Education. If it was up to me, I was just thinking earlier, if it was up to me, I would sell my house. I would take my 2 cats, and actually there's another one. There's a stray, but there's a lady across the street that said that she would take them out to the rural. She lives at a ranch or something, and that she would take him so she could take the stray. I would buy a van, and I was thinking, I could go to national parks and work, because there's this thing, a newsletter called Cool Works, that advertises all the jobs in the visitor center, or in the, like you could be a waitress in their little restaurants, or at their front desk somewhere. But who knows what's going on with the national parks, so that may not be an option either. And it's, I'm not trying to downplay the fact that this is a very uncertain time, and there are people who could have a lot of people that depend upon them, not like me. But I think this is the best time for you to be as flexible as possible in your way of thinking and in your approach to your life. Because even in the best of times, there may be something that comes out of freaking nowhere and just T-bones your life in a way that you never saw coming. We may be facing one of those times. So it doesn't matter who, why, what, how. It does, definitely, and those are conversations for other people to have, not me at this moment. But the best thing that we can do is to approach our life with as much grace given to ourselves and into the decisions that we make. So just for today, if you lost everything, what could you do? What would you do? What would you want? No one owes me a job. I grew up, my mother raised me to, this is good and bad, but my mother raised me to have 2-3 jobs if I had to do that, to do what needed to be done. And I say that's good and bad because it was always more about labor versus mental. I can donate blood. Those are the first things that come to mind. I can donate blood, and I can have 3 or 4 different part-time jobs. I can go on Rover and walk people's dogs. I could do seasonal work. I worked for UPS. I worked for Census Bureau. I worked at Parks and Recreation for Travis County. I'm not afraid of labor, but there should also be something more. What can you do that will not be an exchange of your labor and money only? Maybe if that's the only thing that you can find, then that's fine. But think about more. There are things to sell, low content books. There's Printify, Shopify, Printful, where you can sell things. If you have even a slightly creative mentality, you can come up with a saying and put it on a mug, put it on Amazon, and start a little business like that. And if you put up enough things, somebody's going to buy it. I'm thinking about no content or low content books. I have done that before, and I let it completely go, but I sold 2. I really sold 2, and I didn't advertise it at all, and I'm just so proud of myself for doing that. um, YouTube channel. Of course, I don't have the objectivity and I don't have the organizational skills to really create a good YouTube channel. But, if I'm motivated enough, I will give it a try, because if I've learned anything about myself, it's that, nothing is beyond me if I am motivated enough to do it. I painted my house. I have done pretty well for myself, impressing my own self, and it's just a matter of believing enough in myself, in my skill, in my worth, to create something. If I'm going to go to the YouTube route, because it is very visual, it's very about you. You're your own product, and I both love and hate that, because I think I'm charismatic. I've come to be okay with how I look. I mean, because this is how I look. What can you do? I think I have. I think I'm kind. I think I'm generous. I think I have a good heart. And it's hard to get to where I'm at right now, because just from where I started many moons ago, I was pretty rough, jagged. I think that's the best word for my 20s, 30s, 40s, early 50s. Jagged, just being, dysfunctional home, going out into the world with all your dysfunctions, like, just like a walking cactus. But I think I'm okay now. It's just a matter of, what can I do? What can I do consistently for a long while? What do I want to do consistently for a long while? But I think anybody can do a YouTube channel, and that's another route to take. But I was thinking painting, writing, donating plasma, getting a van, and just driving around. Rover. I live in a small. I could do DoorDash and other things like that too. But I live in a small college town. I mean, small college city. It's more a city. So all that to say that there's a whole lot of people, a lot of competition for these types of services. So I don't know that I would want to do that. Low content, no content books on Amazon and stuff like that. So I know it's a hard time, or it may be a hard time for you, but buck up, put your shoulders back, know that you can get through this. We can all get through this, and we just have to believe in ourselves, believe in our worth. Nothing is beyond us. Anyway, if you've been hanging out, sorry. Anyway, if you have been hanging out, thanks so much. It means the world. And I'll see you soon. Bye. I have a new computer and I can't work it.